Frisco RuffRiders and the Midland Rockhounds. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Garrett Staples, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that throws two types of fastballs. A four-seamer, which is more of his true riding fastball that he'll throw up in the zone. And the two-seamer is the one that he'll sink to try to get ground balls. So even though the fastball is one pitch, he has two pitches that are different, even though they're both fastballs. A four-seamer up in the zone, two-seamer down in the zone to try to get the ground ball.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. In there, 1-1. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Aguero has a play. One away. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base, and from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Here's the first pitch to him. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. And that one just missed outside. One out, nobody on. Liner towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, guys, right there. You look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
Fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Set and the 1-2 pitch. Little flare out to left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, a little top of the order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out the jam, and keep this game tied.
He's set, and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Teddy Van Buren, a right-hander from Michigan, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Into the box now, Kurt Stewart. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Grounded to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Dero?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
At the plate, Vernon Ortiz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit out towards second. Hyde is up with it, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting third, center fielder, Jake Smolinski.
Into the box, Jake Smolinski, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to left. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Burris is after it. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
There's one of the disadvantages right there to the ground rule double rule. With the runner on first, more than likely if the ball stays in the ballpark, he's going to easily be able to score. But once it bounces over the fence, it's only third base for that base runner.
Into the box, Billy Whitmore, as he rips it on the ground to second. Hyde comes up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. Second inning coming up. It's an early 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Jose Santana, and they'll need him to get something going here. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy and get off on the right foot and maybe settle into this game a bit.
Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 1-2. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Stewart, he gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. You want to talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but 2-step lead off first base today.
Striding forward now is the DH, Andy Daly. First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. And the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. That was swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Charles Lockett. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now the pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
0-2 in the dirt. Listen, this team's a very free swinging team, so he's just going to go ahead and try to keep bouncing. If they're going to swing at him, he's going to keep throwing him.
Ortiz moves over, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Rockhounds lead it 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, David Moran.
Leading off for the Rockhounds, designated hitter, David Moran.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air out to center field. Vila is right there, 1 down.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates the pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down running.
In time to first in there.
Antonio Aguero.
Now at the plate, Antonio Aguero. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Throw into second. We'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 2 full. The Rockhounds are out in front, 1-0. Digging in, Johnny Hyde, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. Fastball in there for a called strike. Fouled off. Ripped toward the gap in right. Around first, digging for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he'll get there as he kicks off the third with a leadoff triple.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
And this is taken outside for ball one. A ball and a strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
In now, Tony Burris, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Base is empty in front of him with one away following the RBI ground out. That's wide, 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Now the 2-1 is taken for strike two.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. This is hit softly to third. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
You know, Hero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Ojeda. And that's the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Bob Vila. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Burris on second. Fabregas on at first with 2 down. 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2 balls and a strike now. Looking to minimize the damage here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, all tied at 1-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kurt Stewart. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Kurt Stewart.
First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled on the ground to short. Backhanded. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Vernon Ortiz.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Vernon Ortiz. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Lee is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Center fielder, number 5, Jake Smolinski.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jake Smolinski. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santana is there. And that's the third out. Digging in to try it again, Jose Santana. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jose Santana.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Andy Daly. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Here comes Smolinski. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Charles Lockett.
Digging in the switch hitter, Charles Lockett, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Ground ball to second. This could be two. There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Johnny Hyde. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? The 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And that one just missed outside.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Here's another 1-2. And another foul ball. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Fouled away.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Now another 2-2. Just hung in there first with 2 away. Pulled toward right center field. Ojeda on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Simon Ojeda.
Right fielder, Simon Ojeda.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air to center field. Vila has it in his tracks, and that's the first out of the inning.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Next will be the designated hitter, David Morant. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Burris. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see a 5-mile-an-hour difference on their best fastball there. 97 on one hand to 92 on the other. So stepping in, Kevin Rosado. Here comes the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, all tied at 1-1. Ready once again, David Lee.
Leading off for Frisco. Shortstop.
Here's the first pitch to him. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Nope. A nice job by the retreating first baseman to look it in for the out. Digging in, Tony Burris. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. This one's flared out toward left. Ortiz coming on, reaches out. Oh no, he dropped it.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
And a high strike there. 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up, all tied at 1-1. Stepping in, Antonio Aguero. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
Pitcher executed his pitch. Good sinker down and in. Got the hitter to beat it into the ground. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it as a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Kurt Stewart. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The left fielder, number 24, Vernon Ortiz.
In now, Vernon Ortiz. Here comes the first pitch. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bob Vila. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. first pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. After it is Smolinski. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The left fielder, number 1, Jose.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Santana. He singled his last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Rounded down the third baseline. Whitmore takes it in. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in time and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. Part of the order. 3, 4, and 5 coming up. All tied at 1-1. Ready for another chance? Jake Smolinski. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Here comes the first pitch. To short, hit hard. Lee has it. And there's 1 down now.
The right fielder, number 2.
Digging in to try it again, Simon Ojeda. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And this will be fouled away.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he looks at his sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Digging in once again, Eric Iswaldo. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Burris. And that's the 3rd out. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Ready once again, Charles Lockett. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Ready for another shot now, Johnny Hyde. First offering on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. One out, nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
On the ground to the left side. Played on the backhand. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, David Lee. Runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw. And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. Hit on the ground toward the left. Whitmore right there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 6, Tony Burris.
Standing in, Tony Burris. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ojeda has a beat on it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Striding in once again, Billy Whitmore.
Rockhounds. Third baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Liner toward right center. And that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th.
Now batting.
Striding forward now is the DH, David Morant. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field, and that's in there, base hit.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is, without question, nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Into the box, Kevin Rosado, and he puts it on the ground to second, and that's through into center field, base hit. And the go-ahead run will move up to third and wisely hold there with nobody out. We're looking at a big inning right here with that single.
Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing at a time.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. In to score, the runner from third.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a fly ball, but far too shallow to get that run in. Vila has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. Now the relay home. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. At the plate, Vernon Ortiz. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. And now a jump throw against his body. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 4 base hits. No errors, and 2 left. 8th inning coming up. The Rockhounds lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Johnny Fabregas, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's won. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Boy, that's one of those that could go either way.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100.
Man, I love this right now. He's given it everything he has, giving this team depth, allowing the manager to pick some serious matchups when it comes to going to the bullpen, Dan.
Boy, you nailed that, D-Row. Now you could go to your go-to guys, the troubleshooters, the guy you want to bring into close games. Anytime a starter can get you through 7 innings, the 8th inning, it's a bonus. A job well done so far.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Stephen Bird takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
43, Stephen Bird.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike. Fabregas on at first, nobody out. Runners on the move for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Hugo Potter goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Into the box now, Bob Vila, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Behind the runner to second. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Bird, just a 19-year-old. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and a curveball. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. But the tying run comes across to score here as this one looks like it'll go to the wire. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are tied 2-2. Henry Casilla is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 24.
So coming to the plate, Jake Smolinski. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit at third. Fabregas fields it cleanly, and that's the first down.
Now batting.
A couple of pretty good performances turned in on the mound so far, as evidenced by the numbers there as we show you the starter comparison in this 2-2 ball game. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Simon Ojeda. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. Line hard, but this will be a foul ball. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. 1 out, nobody on.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and they have taken the lead. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they've taken the lead, it's now 3-2.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
First baseman, number 12. Eric.
Into the box now, Eric Iswaldo. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled toward right center field. Vila sprinting after it. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
There are 2 parts to every great catch. 1, getting the right route to make the play, and 2, hanging on. That was a terrific diving catch by the outfielder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. Wind up and the 0-1. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. The wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball to straightaway left. Santana's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they pick up a run on the solo home run as that will give them the lead. 9th inning coming up. The Rockhounds are out in front, 3-2. Striding in to start the 9th, Andy Daly. And they'll need him to get something going here. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball. And there's the first out here in the ninth. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. He was great all night long.
Lockett.
Stepping into the box, Charles Lockett. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Bouncer to the left side. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Johnny.
Striding into the box, Johnny Hyde. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't run it over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the
And
ninth.
the Rockhounds win it.
3-2 to finish in tonight's game. Midland came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Stephen Bird is the winning pitcher of record. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Well, a third game that belongs to the Midland Rockhounds. Well, tomorrow night is our final game with the Frisco RuffRiders before our 6th away game set. We are headed for Springfield and Tulsa. Rockhounds will return home to greet the Springfield Cardinals and the Tulsa Drillers home. And most likely we will have more road games for the new month of August. Rockhounds, after the 6 away game set, will get ready and play the Frisco RuffRiders for 4. After that, the Corpus Christi Hooks will come in for 4. Frisco will come in for a 4-game set. And then after that, we are pretty much closing out the season. We are almost done with 2018. So, whoever wins the 4-game set against Frisco at the end will head to the playoffs. One will win, one will go home as losers. But anyway, we will be ready to see who will win the Texas League title. Well, I did want to mention, I did say missions, even though that team is gone and fired from the show itself, and they are gone forever, you know. But anyway, hopefully do pretty good in AAA. I wish them the best of luck, and most likely I will not miss them. So anyway, let's go over runs, hits, and errors. First for the Frisco RuffRiders. 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 on. For the Rockhounds, 3 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 9 on base. Well, anyway, tomorrow is our final game of this 4-game set. The Rockhounds are on the road after tomorrow night's game. They will head to Springfield for 3 and Tulsa for 3. Rockhounds return home for a 6-game set at home. Then after that, they will take on the Frisco RuffRiders and the Corpus Christi Hooks for a 8 away game set. Rockhounds return home as they take on Corpus Christi and Frisco. And then the Frisco RuffRiders in the month of September. If the Rockhounds win a 3-game set out of the 4, the Rockhounds will advance to the South Division playoffs. The teams will be decided at the end of the season. So anyway, you want to stay tuned, and if you're most excited about the South Division playoffs, then continue to watch Minor League Baseball The Show every night for a direct answer. Well, before we go, we want to say good night and thank you to those that have joined in for Minor League Baseball The Show. I am JBaker saying good night, Red, good night, Leo, and good night from Midland, the favorite place for the baseball, the Oakland A's, the Midland Rockhounds. Also want to say good night, Matt Vasgersian. Good night from everybody, from our partners and us from Midland. We'll see you guys back tomorrow. One and all, final score, Midland Rockhounds 3, Frisco RuffRiders 2.